I'm in London, y'all. I can't believe it. Like, I'm really in London. My first ever trip, well, I'm gonna say my first ever trip outside of the country using my passport. Now, I've been to Hawaii, but that's a part of the US. I've also been to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. However, that was a million years ago when you did not need a passport. So it's different. So I've had my passport for like 6 years now. I believe since 2019. So yeah, 5.5 years, something like that. I'm not counting. 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah. So like 5.5 years. I've had my passport and this is the first time I've been able to use it. Gotta figure out how to get it stamped though. But yeah, I'm in Europe, y'all. I can't believe it. It's really crazy. It's really wild. But I'm out here to see Rebecca Campbell, who is the author of Light is the New Black, and also she's the author of Your Soul Had a Dream, Your Life is It. And that's the name of the event that I'm going to tomorrow evening. Your soul had a dream, and your life is it. Like, what? Yes, 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 yes. Your soul had a dream, your life is it. And the funny thing is that in November 20th, I actually saw something on Instagram that said, I can't remember what it was right now, but somebody said, write down 10 goals and um, write down, yeah, 10 goals that you want to achieve right now. And then out of those 10 goals, choose the one that if you had a magic wand that you would want to happen right now, the main one that would change your life right now. And for me, it was that I needed a reset. I wanted to go somewhere on a wellness retreat, or um, I wanted to go somewhere where I could detox my body. I said, I really need to detox my body because I had been eating like crazy, not doing my exercises. Like, I just was really off and off centered. And I knew it. But so much was going on in my life that I didn't really care at the moment. But I knew it was time to reset. It was time to get my shit together. It was time to get it together. So I yeah, so I wrote it down in my journal. I said, this is what I want to do. I want to go to this retreat. Y'all, it was not London. London was not it. Seeing Rebecca Campbell was not it. And none of that was it. I put down that I wanted to go on this detox retreat, this wellness. One was in Mexico. Um, this other one was like, it was in the States. It was like in North Carolina or something like that, I believe. But it was a whole home, a whole center for wellness and for detoxing and all of this stuff. I contacted them. Um, to schedule a meet and greet, an initial consultation. They never called me back. I emailed all the stuff. Nothing. Nobody ever responded. This was November 20th when I wrote these goals down. By December, by Christmas, before Christmas, I was like, okay, cut. I gotta cut everything out that I had been doing, which meant the person that I was seeing at the time, I knew it wasn't gonna work. I had to cut that loose, and I decided that I needed to be at home and I need to be in my Zen mode. The only way to get my shit together is cold turkey. That's just how I am. And so did that. Cold turkey, didn't talk to that person. Uh, and yeah, and then I decided that I spent some time with family on Christmas, and then after that, I was like, I'm at home. I got to get back to my vegan only, all of that. So yeah, wow. So yeah, for New Year's Eve, normally I would make a vision board. I would make some black eyed peas. I would do all the things, traditional things. This year I said, nope, I got to do something different. I have 2 years worth of vision boards of things that a couple of things I manifested, but I need to give them time to manifest. So I'm not making another vision board. I'm not doing the champagne, the bubbly. I'm not even doing the fake bubbly. I didn't even do the juice to toast or nothing. I was at home alone, and I didn't do any of that. I meditated over my vision boards. I put them on my couch. I sat and I meditated over my vision boards. I had spa radio playing, um, and I prayed and meditated. That's what I did. I searched for a meditation retreat because I was like, hey, maybe I could just do that on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve. And I looked around. They were kind of expensive, and they were already done. So that was not nothing I could do. Anyway, I do that. New Year's Day, I wake up. Um, Actually, the day after New Year's, January 2nd, wake up to a video, a YouTube short that says London announcement for Rebecca Campbell. Um, it said London announcement 2/22/24. I was like, what? Wait, I was half asleep, so I wasn't sure if it said 24, 20. I wasn't sure the year. Anyway, I was like, okay, well, I gotta go research this. Let me look this up. We looked it up. Sure enough, it was 2/22/25. Um, and I said, oh, I'm going. So I asked God, should I get this ticket to this event? Looked up, saw that the event ticket, it said like 41 pounds, something like that, 41, 43 pounds. I didn't know the currency. I didn't know the conversion at the moment. So I'm thinking, oh, it can't be that much difference. So boom, bought it right then and there. Didn't know how I was getting to London. Didn't know none of that. Just was like, I'm going. Your soul had a dream. Your life is it. Gotta go. Rewind. Uh, I did go ahead and get the book. I got the audio book probably a week before all this transpired. So, but I hadn't listened to it. Um, I hadn't listened to it yet. Okay. Fast forward. Yes. That day, I went into work late. I had a HVAC coming over to my place. So while he was doing his thing, I was purchasing the ticket. I looked at my account and it said like 60 something dollars. I was like, oh shit. 60. Okay, not much difference, right? However, I'm going through it right now, figuring out finances and everything. But anyway, I looked and I said, you know what? Hey, I asked God. God said it was all right. That means I'm good. Whatever, I'm good. So got the ticket. Don't know how I'm getting to London. It's January 2nd, y'all, and the event is February 22nd. So between now and then, don't know how this is all gonna happen. Not even thinking about it. Just like, got the ticket, I'm going. Something's gonna happen. So I tell my son, hey, look it. Guess what? I tell him about the book and everything. Tell him about that she has this event going on in London, yada, yada, yada. Next thing you know, he was like, I bought your ticket. I bought your one-way ticket. I'm going to get your ticket there, and I'm going to buy the ticket for the event. What? My son couldn't believe it. So, but I had to tell him, like, hey, I already got the event ticket, so you don't even have to do that. And mind you, I know he doesn't have money like that, so this is a big deal. This was a big ass deal because he don't have money like that. So for him to do this was incredible. So Yeah, so I let him know I already got the ticket. He was like, "Good." He said, "He said, good, mom. I don't know what I was thinking, telling you I would get all of that, but God told me to." So thank goodness that saved him $60 that he didn't have to worry about. But he found a cheap ass ticket for like $270, like $270, I think, 260, 270, something like that, one way ticket. So he got the ball rolling. I had to figure the rest out, but if he had not done that, I would have still sat around thinking about how was I going to get there. I mean, I had started looking up things, um, but then it was like, okay, if I get this ticket, it's gonna be like five something. How I'm gonna get a hotel? How I'm gonna eat? How I'm gonna do this? How I'm gonna do that? Mind y'all, gotta figure out how my rent's gonna get paid. Gotta figure out how all these other are gonna get paid. Gotta figure out a whole lot of other shit that's going on. That's always going on. It's always a lot going on. Um, but anyway, my focus is getting this ticket. So I spend a month. Well, I spend the next 2 weeks at least trying to figure out how am I gonna make all this work. So he got my one way ticket out here, a straight flight from Denver to London. Um, so yeah, I think by within a week, I had my hotel um, reservations all set up for 5 days because once he got my ticket there, I already knew when I was leaving and I already knew when I wanted to come back. So I got the hotel squared away first. Then I got on it trying to look for a ticket back. I think it took me about another couple of days. Um, I think it took me about another week. So what I did is I got on Hopper, which is how my son travels all around the world, and I got on there. I froze my ticket, um, froze the price because I think it was like three something at the time for it to get back, three something, and did that. Got my ticket, everything squared away, everything. My hotel, my ticket there, ticket back. So from there, I just started researching on the transportation, how I'm going to get around when I get there, what kind of food am I going to eat when I get there. Um, and that became my focus for the next month, next 3 weeks to a month. That became my focus, trying to figure it out. And nope, I didn't tell anybody, didn't mention it. Sometimes the people around me can be a little bit fearful, especially when you talk about traveling and flying and then the type of retreat that I'm going to is not something that everybody is maybe excited about. So I just was like, I'm gonna keep it to myself for now. But I knew that I needed this reset, something to change my life entirely. Like I needed something immediately. And when I told the person that I was seeing at the time, that out of the 10 goals that I had written down, that the first one that I needed to do was to do a wellness retreat. He said, really? Out of everything, that's what you chose? That's what you think the first thing you need to do is? And then that was the first clue to let me know that he's not the one. He's a great guy, but for what I need for this next season and for the life that I need to live and what God has called upon me, he's not going to be able to come with me. And so, yeah, I knew in that moment, like, yeah, because when you reset your body, you reset your mind, everything else in your life will fall into place. For a person like me, who God has called and who Spirit leads me, and um, for who I am called to be, yes, a whole physical, spiritual, mental, emotional, uh, mindset, mind shift is imperative. So yes, this was the first thing that I needed. And God has already spoke to me and said that I will reap a tremendous amount of rapid movement from this. Yeah, God has already spoken to me that when you get back, your mind is going to be fast forwarded. That doesn't even sound right in my mind, but things are going to be sped up in my mind. My mind has shifted. My mind has shifted already. But so God has told me that it will be a slow reveal, but I will. Things are going to happen fast in my mind, but the revealing of all of the things that need to come to fruition is going to be a slow reveal. So I'm just super excited. I can't wait for tomorrow, for the event. I just know that it's gonna be incredible. It's gonna be incredible, and I'm so excited. So excited. But anyway, I just had to talk about it. And hey yo, the sun is insane. It's insane. Um, I'm so excited about that too because London is about rain and gloom. And I keep saying this over and over again. The fact that the sun is out, the glimmer of it at least, lets me know that God is so amazing. And it lets me know that I'm right where I'm supposed to be, y'all. I even was able to check into my hotel 2 hours early and get an upgrade, y'all. 2 hours early and an upgrade. Crazy. But anyway, whew, I'm going to talk about my experience.